Hello everyone, and welcome to American McGee's Alice. So this is a game I've been wanting to play for a while. I originally bought the sequel to it, Alice Madness Returns, from Steam, back when it was still on Steam. It's not there anymore. I'm not sure why. It was removed at some point for whatever reason. But I bought it for pretty cheap. It was on sale. Didn't know it was a sequel until after I bought it. So I've been wanting to play the original for some time so that I could actually play the sequel. So I decided, since it's kind of a spooky kind of a game, psychological thriller kind of a thing, or psychological horror rather, I decided to go ahead and since I found it, I actually found it for a decent price. It was expensive, but it was still a decent price on Amazon, I believe. It was in pristine condition, and for a game that's as rare as this one anymore, I leapt at the chance to go ahead and grab it. And it took a bit of finagling to get it to work on Windows 10, but I did get it, and I'll post links in the description to the guides and various things that I used in order to get it to work. And it took even more finagling to get it to actually record properly, which was fun. So I'm not going into this totally blind, unfortunately, because I did record a couple episodes, and then after recording realized that the cutscenes weren't being recorded properly. So I had to go back in and now I'm redoing all that. But I didn't get too far. So. But anyway, this is a game that takes place several years after the events of Lewis Carroll's book Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass and what she found there. And I actually only just recently read those books in preparation to play this game, because I never had read them before. The only familiarity I had was with the Disney movie, the cartoon. I haven't even seen the Tim Burton one. So, but anyway, so I've read the books. Hopefully that will help me in understanding what's going to go on in here. But essentially, the basic story. Well, you'll see some of it here. We'll go ahead and start, and you'll see. You'll kind of get the gist of what's happening. There are some. We're going to stick with medium just because. Yeah, medium's a good. It's a happy medium. There's a case file actually inside the box, which is one of those things I miss about old games, is all the little like lore bits and extra things that they snuck into the boxes when they put them out. So there was actually that inside the box, and it goes into a lot of detail about what state Alice is currently in. So we'll go ahead, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but we'll go ahead and watch the intro and get right into the game. So there are the chess pieces, the cards, all familiar stuff from the books. And there's the
It's time for the
rabbit.
tea party. Gosh, the treacle.
I've got one. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
There's the black kitten.
Ah! Oh dear! Oh dear!
You
Ah!
must save Alice.
Wake up, Alice! Wake up!
Mom? Dad? Alice? Mom! Father?
I can't see!
Get out, Alice!
Save yourself, Alice! Get out of the house!
Poor dear. After all these years, maybe that old rabbit will bring her around.
Save us, Alice!
So yeah, lots of interesting things there for people who are familiar with the tale from the book.
Please don't dawdle, Alice. We're very late indeed.
Of course, always late. And there's our friend the cat.
You've gone quite mangy, cat, but your grin's a comfort.
And you've picked up a bit of an attitude. Still curious and willing to learn, I hope.
Wonderland's become quite strange. How is one to find her way?
As knowing where you're going is preferable to being lost, ask. Rabbit knows a thing or two, and I myself don't need a weather vane to tell which way the wind blows. Let your need guide your behavior. Suppress your instinct to lead. Pursue, Rabbit.
I love that guy's voice. I don't know who that is doing the Cheshire Cat's voice, but I love it. Yeah, I'm more used to Jim Cummings, obviously, from the Disney movie, but that's really good. I really like that. So, anyway, basic rundown of what's going on. Some of what you saw. Alice's parents both perished in a fire that took their house along with them. A fire that was started by the cat, and who, interestingly enough, the black kitten, or the black cat rather, is, I'm assuming, the same black cat that Alice imagined to be the Red Queen in Through the Looking Glass. I'm assuming that's the same cat. And you saw the red chess pieces and the playing cards and everything, all stuff tied into the books. So, essentially, Alice was in a comatose state from shock, presumably after the fire. She wasn't talking to anybody, was hardly doing anything. And the case file, which I mentioned before, is all about that. The case file in the box is all about, it's basically the journal of the psychologist who was dealing with her case, and it goes into a lot of detail about what he tried to do to fix things and everything.
Our land is destroyed. Our spirit crushed.
Reminds me of the asylum. Is there no joy here?
Which is where she is now. Mental
Slavery
asylum.
and happiness do not dwell in the same house.
When the path is problematical, consider a leap of faith. Ride the wind.
So she's currently in a mental asylum. That's where she's been for the past who knows how many years. As you remember, or as you may remember if you've read the books, she was 7.5 in the books timeline, and she's very much not that now. She's somewhere in her teenage years. I don't know exactly how old. So it's been several years since all the stuff in Wonderland occurred.
Stir up no trouble, stranger. The Red Queen's agents are ruthless.
I'm not afraid of her or her creatures. Never was, really. You should stand up to them.
Defiance is useless. While the Queen reigns, only death can release us from this misery.
Or her death, I suppose.
Meta-essence is the life force of Wonderland. That of your enemies is especially potent. Collect what you can. Use it wisely.
So there's another very interesting bit. So the cat, the black cat who turned into the Red Queen in Through the Looking Glass, the Red Queen is the current ruler of Wonderland. And as you may remember from the books, Wonderland is all pretty much inside Alice's head. She made all this stuff up. So the whole idea, which is really interesting, is that the Red Queen is ruling Wonderland because the cat is the one who knocked over the lamp and caused the fire, which drove Alice insane. So the Red Queen being in reigning over this messed up version of Wonderland, which is all in Alice's head, is what? Okay, is all allegorical to that. So Alice brought a white rabbit with her from her house to the asylum. It was the only thing that she had from the fire. All right. So, and that was the meta essence that the Cheshire Cat was talking about. It restores your health, and the meta essence that you get from your enemies also restores some of your weapon power, or your will, which is the blue bar on the right hand side of the screen.
Your knife is necessary, but not sufficient. Always collect what's useful. Reject only your ignorance, and you may survive.
There's a little bit of an artifact on that blade, but whatever. It's an old game. Oh, and there goes the rabbit through the tiny door. So, as part of the treatment that Alice was undergoing, they took the white rabbit away from her, and that caused a very violent reaction in her. And only when they gave it back to her did she finally calm down, which is what you saw reminiscent I can't word today. It's what you saw depicted in the cutscene at the very beginning. They gave the white rabbit back to her, and then she calmed down, and she actually woke up and started talking again.
Everyone seems completely dejected. Are things really as bad as all that?
The truth would reduce you to a blubbering baby.
Yeah.
Are you the savior Rabbit has been telling us about all this time?
I shouldn't think so. I'm a person. And just now, I wish to get very small. About this big.
Calls for serious twisting. You'll need to go sideways, not forward. If I knew how, I'd go sideways myself.
Not twisted, small. I wish to become about this big.
The fortress of doors holds such secrets, but it will take more than a wish to get inside.
Doors have locks. Locks need keys, which you don't have. Let's hope the doors are open.
And if not, there may be more than one way to skin a cat, if you'll pardon the expression.
Most unpleasant metaphor. Please avoid it in future.
I love that. Yeah, Alice is, well, and again, if you've read the books, Alice was, excuse me. Oh, I guess I'm full. Okay. Alice was always kind of precocious and sarcastic, but just. Oh dear. Hi. Forgot you were there. But she's especially so in this incarnation of her. Oh, I think I automatically picked up the essence because I was standing right in front of it. Rana Mushroom Shop. I don't think I can get in here. No. Yeah, there's some weirdness going on. You'll probably see some graphical glitches and stuff in this game. I mean, it's gosh, this came out in I don't remember. It came out a while ago, though. I mean, it's been a good bit.
Only a few find the way. Some
there you
don't
are.
recognize it when they do. Some don't ever want to.
Okay. Anyway, let's see what's down here. Oh, this green stuff that will kill you. That's like acid or something. So let's we'll have to try to avoid that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, pull yourself up on. Stoof. I don't know what these do. I still haven't figured that out. I'm not sure what those do. Maybe they like completely refill both of your vials or something. I don't know.
Rabbit told us a champion would come. Are you that champion?
Perhaps. Can you get me inside the Fortress of Doors?
Oh no, I wouldn't dare. Since the upheaval, we've all become gutless half-wits. I can barely risk crossing the road. But make your way to the mines, the deepest pit. There's one wiser and braver than myself who might help. He still lives free.
Alright, so we have to head off to the mines.
Every
Which happened to
adventure
be right there.
requires a first step, trite but true even here.
Oh dear. Oh, I almost fell off. Okay. Yeah, but still can't go there. So yeah, I don't know what those crown things do, but hurt. I suppose I can get in there. Looks like I'm gonna fall if I try, so I'm not gonna try. Alright.
Hanging ropes are as good as step ladders to those who know how to use them.
How do you use these? I'm trying to remember. I think you just... Nope. Nope. Not walking into them doesn't work, apparently. Oh well. Oh dear. Well. Can I, like, No, I certainly cannot. Alright, well. Oh, okay, I made it. Sweet. Climb up, please. Climb up. Climb up, please. Up. Why aren't you climbing up? I'm swinging. But I don't want to swing, I want to climb up. Oh, there we go. Climb up. There we go. Alright. You have to find the right key there. Ah, PC platformers. There weren't that many of them. Psychonauts 2 was a big one. It had a lot of platforming in it.
Why do you
Psychonauts, the
pursue
original
me to
Psychonauts.
this deserted place?
2 hasn't even come
To
out yet.
benefit from your wisdom.
Even blurred vision is valued by the blind. If I were clever, would I cower in this slag heap? I'm not wise, girl. I've just grown old.
I wish to get very small, no bigger than a mouse. Do you know how I might do that?
Only that? Oh, yes. I could manage that. For a price.
I have nothing of value.
You have nerve and your health. Mine are nearly gone. I've seen too much suffering, and I smoke too much, you see.
What must I do?
In the Card Guard's compound, a particularly rough diamond holds a key. Retrieve it. I will repay the favor.
It's a skeleton key. Imagine that. Alright, so compound is where exactly? It must be the other way. See, I'm a full on health and okay, yeah. Yeah, see, here's another one of these things. Don't have any idea what they do. So the blue bar, it's basically like mana. Whenever you have the Vorpal blade, which is your knife, doesn't require it, but all the other weapons, well, some of the other weapons at least do. Roller coaster time! Whee! Put your hands up, Alice. Whee! All right. I guess he wasn't important. Oh dear. Yeah, fortunately we jumped out just in time. Oh, hi there. So if we step back, see there's your meta essence. Man, these guys are ruthless. Ah, here's a new weapon. Or a new toy.
52 pickup is a staple of juvenile humor, but when the deck slices and dices, it's no laughing matter.
Oh, and there is actually a quick save system, which is nice. That's what that little camera in the upper corner means. It's that you just save. Alright, so these cards are a ranged weapon. But as you can see, every time I throw it, it depletes the blue bar. I assume when the blue bar is depleted, I can't use them anymore. And I assume that would restore my health and my mana all at once. Alright, got the key. Oh, he's all the way over there now. He just like spins and disappears into the ground. Alright. Oh, okay. Hang on. Ow. Oh dear. Dang it. No. No dying. We don't die here. Oh dear. Were those hearts like actual like? No, he was diamonds. He was diamonds. That's right. All right, you are no longer a threat, so I'm just gonna leave you alone. I think. Where was that? Didn't I see a? Oh wait, is it? Oh, ow! I can't go back in there. That's a bummer. There was one of those crowns in there. I was gonna see if that healed me, but oh well.
You have the key. Very resourceful. Rabbit's confidence is not misplaced. He is no fool.
I certainly hope he is not.
Use the key to free my clan from the oppressive burden they carry. Any fight against the Queen's tyranny is a good fight. They've suffered...
I'm sure I'm very sorry for them, sir. Really, I am. But what about me getting small?
She really is quite cheeky in this one. All right. What the crap?
There's a school inside the fortress where you'll find certain items for creating a concoction that will make you small.
What items exactly?
I can't just eat a cake like I did in the book.
Items, girl. You'll know them when you see them. Speaking of seeing things, we should avoid the card guard's notice. Hang on. Damn it. You can see.
Well, you flew right in front of the castle. I mean... Or was it the potion that made her small? Was either the potion or the... I don't remember. Which one made her small, which one made her big. Dang. How are they not hitting
Eventually,
the thing?
must
It's
break
so
through
big.
such walls. But for now, jump!
Oh, alright. Well, I guess I'm on my own then. Ooh. What's that thing? Alright, well, this seems like a good place to stop. We'll pick it up from here in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you want to see more. And definitely, if you haven't, go and read Lewis Carroll's books. They're some of the English is a little odd because they were written quite a while ago, but they're good books. I like the second one better than the first, but you know, that's just my opinion. But go read them and come back and watch us next time. I'll see you next time. Bye.